Hello guys, Kai Plays here. Today we are going to be reviewing deadmau5. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Alright, so this is deadmau5. I just want to say real quick, I am missing a few things, but that's because most of those things are from Rocket League, and I haven't bothered to do them all week, because my brother's been busy, and he's the Rocket League pro, so I asked him to help me out, and he does. So, yeah. I am missing a few things from Rocket League, but apart from that, I've got everything from the item shop on Fortnite. So, yeah. Anyway, this is the babbling here. I'm pretty sure it's reactive to music. Let me find an emote that I can quickly use. Let me just do this emote. As you can see, it is like the skin itself here. It is music reactive or audio reactive to an emote, which is very cool. So, yeah. All around, a very good, very cool looking babbling. I do like the look of it. It's got the deadmau5 vibe and everything. It is music / audio reactive to emotes. So, yeah, overall, gotta say, decent babbling. Not too bad. Not really gonna use it though. Alright, so this is deadmau5, which is a EDM music artist, electronic dance music. That's if you didn't know what EDM stands for. So I only heard of deadmau5 maybe a year ago or so. I don't know. I've heard of him recently, and I'm like, who's deadmau5? And now I know. He's actually a pretty decent music artist. I've listened to a few of his songs. And he's actually a pretty good music artist, even though I prefer people like Marshmello and that. deadmau5 is also a pretty decent one. But yeah, all around, I gotta say, very nice here. I do like the look of this. This is the hold on, just like the babbling. This is music reactive. So this is what happens when you do that. So yeah, all around, very cool reactivity here. I like it a lot. It's very cool. Let's see the front. So all around, very good here. I like the reactivity. It's very cool, very nice. So yeah, overall, I'm pretty happy. Alright, so this is the Slurp Mouse edit style. Obviously, it's deadmau5 but slurpified. Pretty cool. I do like this. This is actually pretty decent. Let's see the front. So all around, pretty decent. I think it's alright, not too bad. So yeah, I think it's pretty decent. Okay, so this is the Banana Mouse edit style. Basically, just deadmau5 but peelified, should I say? Or should I say bananified? Either one, either way. So yeah, I gotta say here, looking pretty decent here. Not too bad. Let's see the front. So I'm definitely not really gonna use this one if I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna use the main edit style more. But the slurp one was pretty good and this one's alright. So all around, not too bad. Okay, so these are the deadmau5 emotes. First off, we're gonna start with Surf the Sound Waves, which is traversal. So this plays, I can't remember. This plays Ghost and Stuff, the song, which is very cool. And the traversal looks very cool. I do like this. I think this looks very cool. He's riding these sound waves, as you can see, which is very cool. He's pointing up in the air. He does a little thing like that, and he points down. And it just basically repeats. So overall, pretty decent. Obviously there is music to this, but it's copyrighted, so I can't play it. But overall, a very nice emote. I am very happy with this. And now we're gonna look at the the Mouse Lab emote. So this emote would play the strobe song, and he's doing all the beats to and everything. So this is very cool. So I think this emote is very cool. Obviously it sounds way better with the music audio, but obviously I can't play it because it's copyrighted. But overall, I've got to say a very fun emote as well with the Surf the Sound Waves. So overall, very fun emotes. Alright, so this is one of the pickaxes that I'm going to show off, which are also instruments. So as you can see here, very cool. Sounds very nice. And a nice impact, very cool. So the impact is very cool. There's barely any control here. You can see a slight color scheme there, like a blue color scheme there, with a little bit of purple, which is pretty cool. And it sounds okay. So overall, not a bad pickaxe. I do kind of like it. And I'm also going to use this one a lot more than the other one that I'm going to show. Alright, so this is the bass guitar, I believe, or like a guitar in general. So I think it looks very cool here, as you can see here. It has like little tiny bits on it. I can't remember what they're called, but it looks very cool here. Let's see the trail. Okay, not much of a trail. And then the same impact as the other pickaxe, as the guitar. So overall, pretty cool looking pickaxe, and it doesn't look very good here because it kind of digs into the skin. But overall, nice looking instrument, so there's like a pickaxe, barely any control, and a nice impact, just like the guitar. So overall, pretty cool. Alright, so this is the ADS for deadmau5, as well as looking at his wrap, and as you can see here, when you're not aiming down sights, you can see his ears, but when you aim down sights, most of his ears disappear, which is very cool. So that stops you from like, so it basically stops from hindering the ADS, which is also very good. I'm very happy with that. I like the look of that. That's very nice. And then it reappears. Look at that. That's very cool. So look at the wrap here, so you can see swelly lines everywhere. See here? So as you can see, it kind of clips through the helmet a little bit, which is fine. See here? Really clips through, can't lie there. Pretty much clips through there. Yeah. So overall, that's not too bad. And also, as you can see, when you shoot the gun, it's not really reactive or anything. I don't know what the reactivity is, or even it has a reactivity, but it is animated, which is very cool. AR. Not bad, not bad. Obviously, it's going to clip through. Sniper. So it is reactive. Little dots show up. Alright then. Really clippy there, not very good. Very clippy. So overall, the ADS is definitely not that bad, but I still think it clips through quite a bit, which is not very good, but overall, not too bad. And the wrap itself is very cool. There is a reactivity to it. Every time you shoot, little dots show up. So overall, yeah, pretty cool wrap, and pretty decent ADS. Not bad. Alright, so this is the deadmau5 weapon wrap, well, car decal, sorry. And basically the McLaren. Can't remember what model it is because I'm not really a car person, so I wouldn't really know. So this is what the wheels look like. There are different wheels and everything, and there's a lot of shit with the car. So as you can see here, looking very cool. I like the car decal here. I love it. And I love the wheels as well, also very cool. So I like the look of this. Let's test this out. Decal right there, very cool. So overall, the car sounds very nice. I like the way it sounds. The booster is very cool as well, and all around, this is a very cool car. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with the way this looks. Alright, so this is the other edit style for the car decal, as well as different wheels. As you can see there, it's like a kind of retro background with deadmau5's name there, also very cool. So what am I gotta say? This looks very cool. I do like this. Do like this decal a lot. I prefer the other one, but But this is also very cool. Let's just test it out. Not gonna boost because it's the same boost I have. As you can see, the wheels kind of spin there, which is spin like that, which is very cool. So yeah, overall, I've got to say the decal looks very nice and the wheels are very cool. So overall, this is a very good car decal, but I do prefer the other one if I'm gonna be honest. And as I said, I am missing out on a few Rocket League stuff, so I can't review the other. I'll probably review the other car on its own. So yeah, I gotta say here, looking very nice. I'm very happy with the way this turned out. Very cool. Okay, so my thoughts and opinions on deadmau5. So as I said, I haven't reviewed everything, but I'm gonna get the Rocket League stuff later on with my brother. So the reactive version of deadmau5 is very cool. I like this a lot. I love the color scheme and everything. And the fact that it's music reactive / audio reactive to emotes, it is very cool. I do like the way this looks. So overall, I'm very happy. And the reactive off is also very cool. I might rock this more, but I also am going to rock this a bit because it looks very cool. Just, I wouldn't recommend rocking this if you're going to be in skin cups and you're going to camp most of it. Or any cup that matter. So yeah, this is very cool. And then the slurp mouse is very cool as well. I do like the look of it. Not my personal favourite. I'm not gonna rock these next two, but this is very cool as I do like the look of it. And as for banana mouse or banana mouse, this is also okay, not too bad. I'm not a big fan of it, so I won't really use this one, but it's still decent nonetheless. So overall, a very good skin. I'm very happy with the way deadmau5 has turned out. And as for the bat bling, hold on a second. Hold on. Right, here we are. I should have equipped it, sorry. So the bat bling is also very cool as a reactive on, which if you do emotes and everything, just like the skin, is reactive like this, which is also very cool. And then the reactive off is just, well, reactive off. So overall, a decent bat bling, but I'm not really going to use it. And as for the pickaxes here, it's just basically the instruments, which look very good. I'm very happy with the way they turned out. This is very cool. And as for the lightweight bridge here, I think this is also very cool. I like it a lot. It looks very nice. I do like the way this looks. And as for the emotes, after sound waves, this one is also I like this one a lot. It's very cool. It's the Ghost and Stuff song, which is also very cool. So overall, I'm very happy with this emote. And as for the mouse lab, this is basically deadmau5 doing the strobe song, which is also very cool. So overall, I'm very happy with both these emotes. And as for the wrap, the deadmau5 wave, I think this is very cool. When you shoot your gun, all the dots there are reactive, so they'll show up, which is very cool. Looks very good on the AR here. Looking pretty good on the shotgun. Looking pretty good on the SMG. Looking okay on the sniper. Here we go with the lag again. Looking pretty good on the boat. Looking alright on the RPG. And looking pretty good on the pistols. Overall, it looks very good on most weapons. And overall, it's a very cool wrap. I'm very happy with it. And let me quickly show you the deadmau5. So, Ghost and Stuff. This is the Surf Waves emote. Very cool. And the strobe song as well. I can't play them because they're copyrighted, but they are very good songs, I will tell you that. And as for the deadmau5 loading screen, this is also very cool. This is like the warehouse in chapter 1. I think that's where they are, which is very cool. So he's made his way to the chapter 1 island. So yeah, of course, overall, a very nice loading screen. I'm very happy with it. Another icon loading screen added to my collection. And as for the car here, the McLaren 570S, I think I'm very happy with this car. I like it a lot, and I like the way it sounds. So overall, I'm very happy. And as for the decals, the Pulse is okay. It looks very cool. I'm very happy with the way it looks. But I prefer the Blaze one, if I'm going to be honest. So I'm going to favourite that. This one is also very cool, but not going to use it. But this one is much better in my opinion. And as for the wheels, the loop look very cool. They look very nice. I'm very happy with the way they turned out. but I prefer the rave ones. So overall, I gotta say, I'm very happy with the way this turned out. Very happy. And as for the trail, I'm very happy with this trail. It's the first icon trail I've owned, and I think this is like the first icon trail, if I'm not mistaken, which is very cool. And as for the boost, this is the very first icon boost, so yeah, I'm very happy I own this. So overall, very happy with it all here. And those are my thoughts on deadmau5 set. Overall, very nice. I am missing a few things, as I've aforementioned before. But yeah, overall, very nice. And those are my thoughts on the deadmau5 set. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy this video, please leave a like, subscribe, and put a notification bell on so I don't miss a video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.